Hi, good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Very bad image on YouTube. Hopefully, will be okay. Good evening, good evening. It's so great to see you. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. And I am now into another settings because I'm visiting a friend. So I think this is almost finished. Ask your questions, please. Let's start as soon as possible. So great to connect with you. That was peppermint, and I'm going to also use some lavender. Okay, we have YouTube as well. Yeah. Hello, hello. Good evening. We're talking here holistic health. We're talking body, mind, and spirit. How to understand your ailments, your diseases from a holistic perspective. And I'm talking about body, mind, spirit. Okay, that's great. FK, I have a question as well, please. Where do you connect from? Please, if you let me know in the comments, I'm curious which country do you connect from, please. Very curious. Okay. UK, it's lovely. Have you been on my lives before? Do you understand a little bit the structure that I'm talking, or I'm approaching? Because in the moment when we speak about fatty liver or any ailments and diseases, honestly, it's about how our body is reacting and what is happening in the emotion side. Okay, so please let me know in the comments if you've been on my live before. I think I've seen you, but yeah, I have YouTube here. Yes, you change your lifetime. Well, depends, yeah, from day to from one day to another. It's just because yeah, I should come more consistently at a specific time, but it's not always possible, is it? So I'm coming live on two platforms, just to let you know that I'm going to look in different ways. But for fatty liver, what's happening actually in your body, you need a detox, full detox, because the liver is processing, the toxins, is responsible for the hormones, is responsible for the fat in your body, for nutrient absorption as well. And of course, in the moment when you have fatty liver, it happens, you're brilliant, I see new weight loss, amazing. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say, that I have a personal journey with my weight loss. I was obese, I had fatty liver, I had insulin resistance, I had everything that you want to say, and an obese person has. And I said enough, it's enough, and I want to change my life. And I lost 30 kilograms in 11 months. I started in 2023. I lost the kilograms by 2024, and I've never put them on. I maintain exactly the same weight consistently. So now I'm in a position, of course, let's just do some tap so we can raise this video so more people are able to join us, okay? Because we want to, I'm giving here love, explanations. So what I ask in return, let's do the tap and love so more people are able to join this video and also ask their questions. I did send you a message, not sure you've seen it. Yeah, I am literally FK. Honestly, I have tens of messages. Thank you so much for the heart. I have tens of messages every single day. And yeah, sometimes it's hard. I think I need um, secretary to monitor my messages. But yeah, let's just go into fatty liver, okay? Because I spoke about all sorts of things. So yeah, in the moment when you have fatty liver, what's happening? Fat accumulates in the liver cells, and they are very often linked to a poor diet. So I'd like to understand, how is your eating? Is it high in sugar? Is it processed foods? Is it alcohol? Yeah. Also, do you have like a sedentary life? I mean, like not moving a lot, not doing exercise. Of course, you will definitely have insulin resistance, because from my experience, always fatty liver comes with insulin resistance, comes with also blood sugar imbalances. Okay. Yeah, it's hormonal imbalances as well. If you have thyroid, adrenal glands are exhausted, your estrogen is down, you have a lot of toxin overload, and this is why first thing that I recommend in fatty liver is about detox. The liver reflects how efficiently your body is releases what no longer needs. High sugar, I exercise a lot. My blood test, I also mentioned about alcohol. I know this isn't your usual type of content, but do you think I could manifest my ex back? You can manifest anything, absolutely anything, but as long as the person, you don't need to interfere with their will. This is where it's called the voodoo and all of that kind of things. You will manifest thinking like that: God, if that person is the right type of person for me, if that person helps me with evolving in this life, if that person is the best person for me right now, then you will manifest. If you just manifest, oh my God, I desperately want that X in my life, that is more to do with ego rather than what God's will is. So just be mindful about how you manifest it, because that person, once they left your life, it may not be the best person to evolve. And by the way, wherever I go, even that I visit friends and so on, I take my oils with me. They are my best friends. I go everywhere with them. Okay, so coming back to fatty liver, let's see emotions. I've started fasting for 16 hours. Fasting is not for everyone, and I mentioned that in my lives. It's not. So just be very mindful how you do that. So emotionally, your liver issues are connected to suppressed anger. So comment in the chat. Let me see, FK, if you have a lot of anger, and that is not only towards people, it's about situations, it's about a lot of things. Think broadly, not just, oh my God, I have suppressed anger towards that person. No, it's more than that. Do you also have frustration? Do you have oops, resentment? Do you have difficulty in letting go the life situations? Because that also creates fatty liver, whether you believe it or not. Okay. Also, do you feel overwhelmed by responsibilities in your life? Do you have or suffer from perfectionism? In my opinion, perfectionism is a true disease. Honestly, I lost my daughter, I was angry with my ex. Okay, this is why you have fatty liver. That's for me. If you say that you go to the gym, you're eating healthy, you don't drink alcohol, or at least, one cup or one glass or whatever. So then it's about emotional and it's about spiritual in your case. Okay. You have difficulties with letting go life situations. Also, you feel overwhelmed by responsibility. And I'm sorry, yeah, I have suppressed anger. I lost my daughter. Yeah, that's not easy. And I cannot imagine how you feel, because I have a daughter as well. She's 14. And yeah, I cannot imagine, and I don't want to imagine how hard it is. I'm going to use passion, just to, I have suppressed anger. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so you also feel overwhelmed by responsibilities in your life right now. You have a lot on your plate, perfectionism, all of that, diseases. I'm telling, the perfectionist is a disease. Self-criticism, you don't give yourself a pat on the back when you do something right, when yeah, when you do something right. And I think it is a time in your life whereby you need to find a new purpose. Have you ever thought about helping other people? You're so right. Well, I work with doTERRA, yeah, with my oils, with people, helping them to overcome their diseases, their ailments, uh, body, mind, spirit, new Germanic medicine for 6 years. I'm very new to lives on TikTok and YouTube. I have here another platforms. I'm on both platforms. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please go on YouTube, say Mihaela Hegarty, and you will find me there. Okay. So I am live, so different. I can see here myself on TikTok so clearly, and on TikTok, the image is so bad. Again, FK, what are you holding into that you need to release? And we know you said about your ex. I have you on YouTube. Okay, lovely. We said about your ex. We said about your daughter. These are impacting a lot on your life. So what are you carrying, and where are you carrying your frustration silently? And the answer is obvious. It's in the liver there, okay? Your spirit, what it's representing, fatty liver, from this point of view, it's the courage, represents courage and the ability to take action. That's what liver is spiritually about. And on this channel, you will find information, education, you will find mindset. And here I'm talking about working with your system of beliefs, because we are taught to see our diseases, ailments, challenges, and so on from a particular perspective. So we're not used with, oh, spirit, what is that? Oh, what is spirit has to do with my body? Why is spirit creating me a fatty liver, and so on? So it does, it really does. So you know, again, courage and the ability to take action. Flow of life and energy. Just let it flow. I know it happened. It happened in everyone. A lot of people lost their daughters. A lot of people, broken up, separated from their partners, and so on. You're not the only one. It's how, control what it is in your control. Move, flow of life, energy. This is why you have this stagnated, everything that I said in your liver, and hence you're not pure healthy. Your emotional detox, renewal, your signal, your liver is signaling you, FK, stagnation in life, okay, or emotional, or a stagnation in the emotional energy. You have difficulty in taking decisive action. You got stuck in that past, you got stuck in those emotions. You avoid confrontation, you avoid anything to do with change. and I will call it necessary change in your case, okay? And this is why you continue to have fatty liver. I'm using essential oils. I have you already said that you're eating healthy, but this is how the through the mind, through the limbic system, how they action. So when I'm inhaling with intention a particular essential oil, it goes through my nostril into the amygdala, into the limbic system, which is our reptilian brain, and there are stuck emotions and so on. I'll talk about limbic system if nobody asks a question, by the way. So where in your life are you resistant to move forward and also to change? Why is that as well? From a new Germanic medicine perspective, and also the conflict that we're discussing normally, it's about bitterness, it's about frustration, conflict. So you have a lot of frustration and you keep it, but that's the conflict that you have, okay? Feeling like life is unfair. And I know to you it may sound unfair because you lost your daughter, you got separated from your husband, but believe it or not, and maybe it's hard, but everything happens for your evolution. Everything happens for a higher purpose. Try, if you'll understand that. Yeah, my mom passed away when I was 30. Maybe a child got abandoned at the age of 2 3 months. I want to move on and been trying for 2 years. My ex doesn't leave me alone. How he doesn't leave you alone? Do you mean like have you moved from the address where he knows where you live? Have you changed your number? It's in your control to move forward. I'm very interested, the address. There is all sorts of organizations in the UK which protects the women. I'm a social worker by profession, and I know exactly that my clients at some point were bullied and stalked by different partners and stuff. But there are organizations which put protective measures in place. So if you really want to move forward, I'm sure that you will find solutions instead of excuses. Address, you can move to another one. Phone number, just stop. That's it. And if you need someone to talk, I'm here. We can talk it through, and I can give you some advice. I will have a look after this. After this live, I'm going to look through some messages. Okay, I blocked him. So how he doesn't leave you alone then? If you blocked him, how he doesn't leave you? Do you mean in your mind doesn't leave you alone, or physically? Okay, how do you fix a gut? I'll respond after this. My other children. Dimalo. Can you please tell me which country are you connecting from? My other children. It's tough there. Let's just discuss more, FK. USA, it's lovely to connect with you. We're speaking gut first, and after this, and then we'll go limbic system if I don't get any questions. So just another 2 minutes, please, and we'll go there. But I want to come back to fatty liver. The conflict that you have. He has got married again. Okay, good for him. Good for him. I wish him all the best. And you can, take your life in your hands and rebuild it again. You are capable of that. You are, okay? Your conflict is that that you can't digest. Maybe I don't care anymore. Well, I don't know about that, because from what I can see with your fatty liver, it seems to be that you care more than you think, FK. You can't digest. You can't digest. This is why it's going into the liver. Emotionally, mentally, it's chronic suppression of irritation. Where are you? Where do you go live again? I go on TikTok and I go on YouTube. I have two platforms. I'm traveling soon. Okay, well, good travel. I hope to that everything goes well. I'm sorry, where do you live? Okay, where do you live? Okay, no, I'm sorry. Probably I read it wrong. I live in the UK. I live in Basingstoke, which is in Hampshire. Okay, I'm going England and Spain. Yeah, I live in England. So coming back to your fatty liver, it accumulates that fat as a reflection of your stored emotional tension. And even that you think that, yeah, you don't care, you do, because your liver is showing you otherwise. Okay? If you go back a little bit, thank you. Um, yeah, if you go back, why is it restricted? Okay. So if you go back into your childhood, that you need to, hello, good evening, everyone, good evening. You will need to look at your childhood as well, and my faith is getting me through this. Of course, it will. It will. How old are you, FK? Out of curiosity, again, I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm asking questions. Have you been told in the childhood, don't get angry because I'll punish you. I'll punish you if you try to get angry or to show any emotions. You're very intelligent and interesting. Trauma is the body of huge. Yes, I'm very passionate about childhood trauma, about how the patterns in the childhood affect us in adulthood, and how basically, how shall I explain, 50 plus, however, look younger than my age. Amazing. Thank you. Cry, upset, stop crying, or I'll give you a sign to cry. Yeah, it's all of that. I need to mention, I'm passionate about childhood wounds, how the common roots, which are starting from very, very young age, are transforming into adult patterns. Like, for example, for you, FK, being told to, you know, you can't get angry. I'll punish you. If Thank you so much for the hearts. I'll punish you if you try to show me your emotions. Do you feel like you had to swallow a lot in your life, a lot of frustration as a child? Do you have to, maybe to take care of one of your caregivers too early? Maybe your brothers, your sisters as well. Someone from the family, because this, it's reflecting into stored emotions, which later on in life will give you the fatty liver. This is why it all starts from the childhood there. If we go back and learn, always fighting for my freedom when I was young, there we are, because you've learned that, that expressing anger, expressing what you want, it felt like a danger. It wasn't safe. It wasn't, the boundaries were not safe. And therefore, now as an adult, you are growing up as overgiving. You're growing up also avoiding confrontation. I have fatty liver and have for decades, and the successful childhood and life. Well, then there is the mindset, and there is the spiritual side. So I just spoke. I'm not going to speak again, but you can look on my YouTube. This session is recorded, and you can watch it in replay, and you can see that yes, it's all related. You avoided confrontation, and you're storing now as an adult, and you're storing resentment in the liver instead of releasing it. What oils would I recommend? First of all, lemon. As I'm traveling right now, I haven't brought all my oils because I can't, but I brought some of them here, you know. I brought jasmine, I brought lavender, I brought adaptive because I absolutely love adaptive. I brought the passion. I love this touch version because they are so easy to use. I brought air, peppermint. I already started to feel better with my cold as well. And of course, I brought motivate. Let's just try to you need oils. You need oils in your life. The aromatherapy industry has grown tremendously because people realize that these particular oils, very pure, very tested, they action body, mind, and spirit. I love essential oils. I love neroli, rose, geranium, chamomile. I hope they are doTERRA. Otherwise, we're going into purity and we're going into adulteration, contamination, and so on. I do hope that you use doTERRA. So I recommend you lemon. Okay, well done, FK. Lemon, it's liver detox. I recommend you peppermint. I have only the touch version at the moment here. Um, Peppermint will help you, digestion, bile flow. I'm sick now, stuffy nose. Okay, if you have the time, okay. Otherwise, I need to go up my doTERRA. Of course, yeah, if you want me, I can help you. I can help you create an account. This is what I'm here for. I help people create account with doTERRA, guide them on their journey, how to use the oils, information. I use drop under my tongue. Wonderful. Geranium as well, hormonal balance. Are you still here with the gut? Please, if you can message me, because otherwise I'm going to nose, sinus, throat. I had this all week, and it is really uh, it really affected me. But I have the oils. Yes, I am. Perfect. Okay, so let's speak gut health now. Thank you for your patience because I know that I speak a lot when I start to speak. Um, what means the gut? You should be an amazing upline. Uh, certainly think about joining you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Going, the gut health. What do we do in our body? Yeah, it's. I believe that the gut is our second brain. So if that one struggles, if you struggle with that, everything will be affected. Some people are call it even the first brain. And also, it's central, the gut is central to digestion, how we absorb nutrients, how our immunity system is in the gut, okay? Well, 70% is in the gut there of the immunity system. It's the hormone balance, mood regulations, we have detoxification, they are all there, okay? And the signs of imbalanced gut, it really goes to, do you have like bloatation, bloating, constipation? Please liaise with me in the chat. I will be very interested. What symptoms do you have? Like bloating, constipation, diarrhea, fatigue, brain fog, all of those, like skin issues you may have. Because again, a healthy gut means and equals a healthy body rhythm. The energy flows. My cousin had bad anxiety and stress, and his gut messed up. Again, essential oils, understanding what you said there. Thank you so much for the, I don't know what you gave me, but I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. In the mind, what's happening with the gut, bloating, gas? Yeah, it's all common when there is signs of imbalance. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. When there is a sign of imbalanced gut, okay? I love jasmine, by the way. One of my favorite essential oils. Wow. Instead of using perfumes, which I ditched, literally ditched 6 years ago, I only use doTERRA essential oils, even for my perfume. I love them. So in the mind, emotionally, the gut represents the ability to digest life. So once she had anxiety, um, let me go. Yeah, she had anxiety, stress, and so on. Of course, she will have difficulty of digesting life. Also, she has that difficulty of emotional processing. So, intuition, that gut feeling. I get this question every single day. This is why some lives may seem repetitive, but they are repetitive because people are asking me the same questions. Okay. So, the gut issue also reflects like chronic stress, like your friend had. It reflects anxiety. I must move on, but thank you and enjoy your day. Thank you, no problem. Or night. Yeah, here it's almost 1 o'clock. Yeah, take care. Take care. So also it's about difficulty of processing all sorts of emotions, anger, and the question that she should ask herself is, where is she struggling to digest life? Where? What as well, what am I struggling to digest in life? Spiritually, the gut is very much linked to grounding. This is why one of the best grounding essential oils that I recommend is Balance. I haven't got it here, but I have it at home. Remember, I'm traveling to a friend. I can't take all of them. But also Adaptive, very good. It says what it does on the tin. She has again, the gut issues. It affects trust in life. Is she having trust in life and how life treats her at the moment? Okay, please comment in the chat. I'm very curious. Does she feel safe in life? Does she feel safe in her environment? Gut imbalance also signals overwhelm. It is disconnection from the intuition, that gut feeling that I was saying, fear of moving forward. And again, what am I honoring in life? Thank you so much for the hearts. Healthy health, anxiety. Yes, um, is she honoring her body and her needs, or is she putting her needs and her body last? She cares about that person, she takes that responsibility for that one, and so on. Is she listening to her intuition? The gut imbalance, the conflict, new Germanic medicine conflict, is impossibility, yeah, of digesting experiences and conflicts, because feelings are forced instead of accepting them. Suppressed anger, suppressed resentment. Okay, so this is all of this overload. It's showing into the gut. That's what it is, which, the fatty liver is also part of the whole thing. You see common patterns, fatty liver, gut issues, and so on. Again, thank you so much for number one. I appreciate it. Wow. Mm. Oh my God. I was just looking, and what was that? I was blowing a chewing gum, which I don't. Anyway, thank you. I really appreciate you. Uh, well, I hope you do, but please comment in the chat if you don't or you do. I'm going into the childhood wound for your friend. Childhood, when she was young, did she have a chaotic childhood, or was she happy there? I want to understand. Did she have like restricted food environment? The parents, the caregiver, did they restrict that? Was she forced to eat or swallow experiences? Because that shows later on, gut imbalances. Was she like, for example, emotions suppressed by the family, maybe early trauma, neglect? Because all of this will show in the adult life. No, she got new she got news she got hypothyroidism a couple years ago and freaked her out, and she worried about her. And hyperthyroidism. Will you be interested to find out about hypothyroidism as well, and how we can help her? Health and no stress and anxiety is bad. Yeah. If you want to find out about hypothyroidism, we can speak about that as well. But in the moment when she has gut issues, that means that somewhere the emotion tension got stored in the gut. I also, I had also, I had also is nothing. I don't know, it doesn't make sense that. Sorry, I don't understand it. What I recommend for gut, it's first of all, probiotics. You saw me if you've been to my lives. If not, go on my YouTube and you'll see the replay there. I recommend probiotics. I all the time, every evening when I'm at home, I take that probiotic. It's called PB Assist. I recommend enzymes because probiotics will restore that healthy microbiome. Thank you so much for the roses. I really appreciate you. And the enzymes will aid breakdown of foods, and also probiotic will feed the good bacteria. Hyperthyroidism is nothing you need food to avoid and you can be fine. No, I'm going to speak about hypothyroidism, and I want you to. How do you lower cortisol if you leave your environment? Okay, we can speak about that as well. Let me recommend the. I took pills for 2 years and now I don't have it. But you have other issues. North Greece. Do you have other issues? I'm curious. Tell me. Do you have other issues? Nothing. Oh, you're perfectly fine. Okay. Yeah, emotion wise, you don't have any stress, you don't have anything. You are zen all the time, yeah? You're zen. That's amazing. I need advice from you in this case, because all of us struggle with different issues. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe you should come here with me live and advise. From if food and body is just the only thing that you changed. Little anxiety because I'm sitting and waiting my car to go for work. So you do have there, and anxiety causes so many things in your body. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that you love your work, what you do there. Let's speak about lower cortisol. But for the gut imbalances, I also recommend peppermint, ginger, fennel, lemon, like FK is taking in the mouth internally. It gentle detox. It supports bloating. Fennel is especially. Um, Ginger is with nausea. It's with digestive comfort and so on. So, lower cortisol. Are you still here? Drop one in the chat. If not, I'm going to speak about hypothyroidism. But I'm curious if you're here about cortisol, lower cortisol. Let's see. Stress, anxiety. Okay. You need essential oils, Anne. In the moment when you have all of that stress, anxiety, pain in your shoulder, you need to use essential oils. This is why work with your body, mind, and spirit. Identify your new Germanic medicine conflict. Okay, you need to do all of that. So if I can't see the person with cortisol, but what we can talk about stress, anxiety, and how to lower cortisol, because it's important your cortisol to be normal, balanced, rather than yeah. Let me see the YouTube if they have any questions. No. Okay, so you're here. We'll talk about stress and anxiety. So it's looking at the body. What is anxiety? Is that elevated cortisol? What did we say? Keep cortisol, and I'll touch after that on cortisol. Elevated cortisol, elevated adrenaline, all of these hormones, which are tighten your muscles, are giving you panic attacks. Swallowing, do you have like swallow shallow breathing? Do you have that? Comment. I use ease oil for pain. Ease oil for pain. I help, but doctors don't know what's causing back pain, shoulder. But yeah, you know why? Because it's emotionally. This is why they don't know, and we'll talk about that. And this is why doctors can't identify mind and spirit. They can only identify the body. That's it. Is it tight muscles? Is it heart palpitation? Is it sleep disturbances? Digestive issues, all of those. But what it is in the mind, they can't identify, and all of your problems. And oh, by the way, comment in the chat which country are you connecting from, please. I'm very curious. Please, I want to know. US. Okay. Yeah, at this time I was kind of expecting Europe to sleep. Greece, lovely. I'm not far from you. I'm based in Reading. Amazing. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, not far. Maybe once, we can meet in person. And let's talk, Anne, in the mind, emotionally, your anxiety, your stress, what is reflecting? Are you overthinking a lot? Answer there, please. Overthinking, rumination. Are you doing that? Because the doctors can't think, let me think about, is she overthinking? Is she ruminating? There we are. This is why you have the pain. Hi, Kay. It's lovely to see you. Okay, again, what's happening in your mind? Do you have a fear? Because that's what it is. Behind any pain in the body, it's also a fear, and your fear, it's a fear of failure, fear of judgment. Are you scared? Are you having that kind of fear? Because again, the doctors won't be able to identify that. Yes. Do you have a fear of feeling out of control? Are you a bit of a control freak? Please message me. Are you? Yeah, of course. This is why the doctors can't identify. And I've been working in the UK. I'm saying I'm a social worker by profession. I have 15 years experience in adult social care in the UK, and my specialism when I worked as a social worker, it was hospital discharge. Very funny, isn't it? Hospital discharge. So I know how the NHS is working in England. I am very familiar with this. And hence, I have 6 years since I haven't gone to the GP. I only went for what is it called? Smear test. Many doctors also in Greece, they only want to fix the problem. Yeah, I don't I don't do doctors. I don't do medications. I don't. Again, are you anticipating the worst case scenarios? And what am I thinking or holding tension about? The pain started from a car accident. Yeah, that was the trigger. That was the trigger. You think every pain, it needs a trigger. And they found a lesion instead, but never helped. Exactly. I'm sick, a single parent, narcissistic abuse, childhood trauma. We all have the childhood trauma. Don't think that I'm perfect. I have nothing. I'm Zen. And I'm going to your childhood as well. Until you work deeply with yourself, use essential oils. I guarantee you 100%, and I am saying it very firm, you will not, that pain won't go away. You can put whatever you want in that body in terms of medication, it won't. You need to work on your emotions. You need to work spiritually, because anxiety, stress, everything that your experience is a misalignment from your path. That's what it is. It's a lack of trust in yourself. It's a lack of trust in life. Okay? You don't trust life. It's been hectic. Of course it's been hectic. But you need to look at look at opportunities. Do you think you have nothing to do right now better in your life than to stay on my life? God is keeping you here because it has something to communicate with you through my words, through this channel called Mehela. These words that I'm talking are coming exactly from God. I'm just a channel of transmission, of communication. People come and go on my lives. When I'm coming live, I'm saying, God, please use me as a communication channel to communicate all of your wisdom, all of your words to the people who are open to hear and see what I have to transmit, or you have to transmit. You literally took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I that's what I feel, that's what I do. And I sleep next to my son by my Bible. Absolutely. God is crucial in our life. And at the moment, all of that pain, of course, with the trigger, with the accident and all, something, we need a trigger in our life in order to start. Oh, it's aching. Oh, it's aching. Oh, I have a fatty liver. We need a trigger. Some people have trigger from accidents. Some people have trigger from food. Some people trigger from emotions and so on. We need triggers. You are misaligned from your path. You lack trust in yourself and in life. You feel disconnected from your purpose. That's what you are doing. Even that you are connected to God, if you don't hear His words and you don't apply His wisdom, you are still disconnected from your life purpose. Okay? Can you surrender? Can I surrender control? Well, I'm talking about you. Can you surrender control? You like to control. Come on, let's be honest and face it. You love control. Can you trust life to support you? Can you trust opportunities that are coming in your life? Your conflict, New Germanic medicine conflict, is about conflict of survival. That's what it is, Anne. Conflict of survival, fear, threat. That's what it is. I have no choice. Yes, you do. Yes, you do have a choice. You do. You do have a choice. I'm sorry to contradict you and, to say it, but you do have a choice. Everyone has a choice. Everyone has a choice. I know you're feeling pressurized, you feel unsafe, you feel unsupported. You have all of this over responsibility conflict. I feel like I've reached that point where I need to surrender, and what is what I'm saying. Okay, understood. You have suppressed emotions. You need essential oils. You need someone who can work with you and support you on your healing, someone who knows what they're talking about, and they can work deep with those suppressed emotions that need expression. Okay? It's because your body is mirroring everything that you can't express, and it mirrors that inner tension, it mirrors that anxiety symptoms and so on. And you said about your childhood, everyone has childhood wounds, but probably, I don't know your childhood, but how, from working with other people with anxiety, with stress and so on, you grew up in an environment which was very unpredictable, and it was probably with very high pressure. Trust Trust her, she will help you. Oh, are you Karima? I think you changed your picture, and you used to have another picture, and now with that pink, yeah. And this is why at first, oh, hang on, I thought it was my Karima, but because of that picture, I got a little bit confused. Let's call it that way. But it's lovely to see you here. It's lovely to see you. So, again, Anne, you've been told from a very young age, you don't matter. Don't express your feelings because what? What? What are they good at? And this is why you had to become hyper vigilant to feel safe as a child. Okay, that's what it is. And now in the adult, all of those things that I mentioned in the childhood, the compounding effect, and adult patterns are overthinking, perfectionism, exactly like it's definitely caught up with me now. Absolutely, it will. It will, because if we don't work with emotions, if we don't work with body, mind, and spirit, it will catch up with us. You have difficulty relaxing. You're on the edge all the time. You're on the edge with your energy and so on. Lavender is the first. I have only the lavender touch with me right now as I'm traveling to, that's not where you see me coming live from. This is another house, my friend's house. So lavender, it will calm your nervous system. I've started drawing again as an outlet, and it's helping. Yeah, that will help. Yeah, that will help a lot. I love lavender. Use only doTERRA, nothing else, because you're putting bad things. And I'm curious, Karima, if you're still here, have you ever used essential oils in the past before you opened your account with doTERRA? Have you used other essential oils? Do you see a difference between other oils that you used and doTERRA? I'm curious. If you're still here, please let me know. You will also need frankincense. Thank you, Mihaela. No problem. Frankincense, it's a very grounding oil. It's the oil of connection with God. It's the oil of truth. Is the king of oils. Definitely, you need frankincense as well. Emotional balance, it will bring you. You need balance. It's called, the oil is called balance. Yes, it's a different from. It is because of the purity. And one time, Karima, open like this, open a Google search and put in that Google search source to you. That's how the website is called, source to you. And put this number on the bottom of the bottle. Every doTERRA oil that you bought, it has a number. Put there, and you will see the tests and everything that they go through. And they all say 100% pure, because otherwise doTERRA will not put it for sale. You can sue them and they will pay you millions of dollars if you sue them. Okay. And you will also need wild orange, because that will uplift every citric. Wild orange, lemon, bergamot, grapefruit, citrus are uplifting, and also they bring positivity in our life. And also you need Roman chamomile, because that will relax your body and mind. Supplements, only doTERRA I'm talking, not any supplement, because I don't guarantee results with others. Magnesium, and it is our Meta Power Recharge. It's high absorbable magnesium. It will relax your muscle, your nervous system. You will need the LLVs, because that has the B complex, your adrenal, okay, your nervous system support. That's what it does through our LLVs. Omega 3, brain, anti-inflammatory support. I take it. I don't have it with me. I'll take it when I go home. And also remember, guys, I also take supplements during the day. And of course, we need to work on the lifestyle. Like you said, drawing, it helps a lot. Journaling, if you started to do that. Sleep, how is your sleep? It's 1 o'clock, you're awake. I'm a night owl. I don't know exactly about you, but I am definitely a night owl. Okay. Um, yeah. If you want to ask your questions in the chat, otherwise I think we're speaking hypothyroid, because someone asked here about hyperthyroid thyroid. My pronunciation is a bit weird. So let me see the YouTube as well. It's a bit quiet today. It's too early for you guys, isn't it? So hyperthyroidism, what's happening, the thyroid produces too much hormone, which is speeding up your metabolism. It's affecting multiple systems in your body. It gives you that rapid heartbeat. It gives you palpitation. Thank you so much for the loves, and I really appreciate you. It gives you weight loss as well. Let me see how long I'm speaking for. 55 minutes, okay. If you have any other questions, put them in the chat. Otherwise, this will be the last ailment and disease that I'm going to speak about. Weight loss, if you have hyperthyroidism as well, yeah, tremors. It can come with tremors. It can come with anxiety, with stress, with insomnia, even with gut issues, and with digestive.